We'll see if anyone shows up given RSA going on this week.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right, good morning. You must be in Europe.
Yes. Good morning.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Let's see whether the camera works as well. Proof. Here we go.
No camera yet.
No camera yet?
Nope.
I see myself, so that's sufficient.
Good start.
Still no camera. That's quickly share. I mean, we're all recording here, but anyway. Does at least my screen share works?
Not yet.
Hmm.
Just says you've started screen sharing.
That will be fun.
Yep.
Yeah, we see it black. Do you want me to try, Nicholas?
Yeah, give it a try. You have version 1.3?
Yep, just show it. Let me just try if I can. So share screen.
That's working.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Good.
Odd. Potential because I was not sharing the full screen rather than just the PowerPoint. That might be the reason. Okay.
Yeah, probably that's the case. Okay. Do you want to start, Nicholas, or do I start?
I'm not the host of this meeting per se, so I don't know whether somebody from the GRC in general is kicking this off, or whether we should wait, or.
So normally we've got a bunch more folks on, and I'm wondering if we're short people because of RSA this week. And that's where everyone's got. Mark Novak normally chairs this, and he's not here. I'm certainly interested in the presentation, but you may want to hold it till there's a few more people than just me and Sal.
Yeah, it is RSA. It has happened on every meeting non-CC this week. So, yeah. What I would recommend, I mean, if you want to do, perhaps because there will be people that are going to look at the recording, I wouldn't recommend doing the full discussion so that we can make sure we have questions. But if you want to just do a brief that says what we'll be discussing next time, we can put it on the agenda and make sure that we're set. But yeah, from the title, I would love to hear more about this, but I do agree we should make sure people are on the call.
Right. So, I mean, this was triggered by our presentation, or actually Andreas' presentation at OC3. So we on purpose didn't do just taking the previous presentation and repitching it, but generally speaking, we wanted to share a little bit our point of view, or our emphasize that we think, especially in the context of the Confidential Computing Consortium, the compliance and regulatory thing is a key driver, right? And so teaser would be one of our charts saying that whatever is predicted in 2021, saying the total addressable market will grow exponentially as there's a regulatory push. That that's the case. And this was basically then that what we wanted to show, that we do see from our perspective, and in our presentation, we will go into further detail on what regulatory aspects we see around data privacy, around cybersecurity, cyber resiliency, and other aspects where people are speaking up and saying, hey, we need to change something, or there need to be used additional technologies. And we are actually from our side, and I'm the principal product manager for confidential computing on IBM Z and Linux One, are working on this for some time now. Another key thing there would be what we see is that for us, confidential computing is a base technology. We actually look from our perspective in a way you could see wider or higher, whatever you prefer, with multiple personas, multiple legal entities, and that's why again the concepts of how to regulate these, how to work from operational assurance and use technologies to have technical insurance is something which is close to our work, and we wanted to explain that. We'll explain that a little bit in more short detail, right? We can go into any detail level, but we wanted to do a high fly to basically summarize a little bit where we see technical differences, how we do things, as well as what we see on the horizon. I'm in the technical advisory council, the tech of the confidential computing or SIG group there. And we do see also needs, as I said, not only to have that technology, but also how to leverage in the context of cloud native and other things. And last but not least, we wanted to discuss a little bit with that audience here, and that's why it would be beneficial to have more people joining on how we as a community cross industry could potentially work on some aspects which lead towards simplifying compliance or having confidential computing becoming more some agreed upon. And now you can talk about the levels of security vector, protection profile, or common criteria, which is for us one aspect we wanted to discuss here. What are the thoughts, as well as potentially underpin where we could contribute or share our point of view there. And that was the idea which we prepared. And I hope I didn't steal too much thunder, so nobody will now show up in that session actually, but you will not see the charts until then. So that's.
Sounds good.
I'm very interested in seeing the presentation.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you would be willing for us to share the slides out in advance to sort of the GRC mailing list, but if you want to just save those for next week, that's also fine with me. But this is going to be a very good discussion. So.
Yeah, I think it would be better because we have several in backup, and I don't want to share everything right up front, right? It might be distracting as well. So that as the discussion goes, we can pull in charts or not. So that would be, I think, the better approach. And then we can share, or the recording is shared, so the shared are partially afterwards shared anyway. So
good. That's an excellent way to manage questions.
And to tease people to join in person rather than looking at my charts and finding typos in the back of their room.
This is true. Well, okay, that sounds good. I genuinely cannot wait to hear more and hear the discussion from that. I guess for the rest of today, given that the GRC is rather short, is there anything else on the agenda that we want to make sure that we cover?
I don't think so. All the work we've got going at the moment is working on the design patterns, and be a little hard to work on them without the full group. So.
All right. Well, for those of us not at RSA, and for those who are, we will catch you next time.
All right.
Thank you. See you there.
Bye.
Bye.